Did you hear about this?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yo, Teresa wanted to talk about it. You know, she was like, wasn't really fully up to coming on the show today, but she had brought this up to me, and I saw like a little bit of the footage about it. And yeah, Mario Lopez, Beefcake Colonel Sanders, as satisfying as a KFC meal deal. That's pretty funny, right? Like you would think a southern white guy, right? And now he's like a
You
guy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. You definitely need to watch the trailer for that. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, yeah.
I know we can't watch it here, but that trailer is amazing, and I'm
Yeah,
all about it because it's such high cheese that I'm like, you went KFC. KFC has never cared about like doing promotions. They've done brand promotions with Community. They've done brand promotions on other cable channels. Now they're just like, you know what? We are funny. We're a
yeah,
company that knows how to be funny, so we're just gonna go all in.
yeah. I've heard stories that their chicken isn't even chicken, but I don't know if that's true or not. But how do you make fake chicken? But I wouldn't be surprised. Like I don't know, man.
They
But
probably
their
they just
chicken's pretty
probably
good
buy
though.
bad chicken.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Right.
I see. I don't even see. That's the thing. For the fans that don't know, I don't eat. I only eat fish and eggs. So you're gonna have to tell me how that's been. I haven't gone to a KFC in I don't know 8 years. I had wedges because they still got those potato wedges that are the
Yeah,
bomb.
they're pretty good, right? Potato
The
wedges,
bomb
biscuit.
potato wedges.
I like the biscuits and the what is it the macaroni and cheese as well. But was I gonna
Mhm.
say the oh, and I do like coleslaw. I'm not gonna deny that too. There's a lot of stuff that they have that
Yeah.
they had a fudge cake and oh yeah, I sound like a fatty, right? I sound too fat,
No,
right?
but they got the sides. Look,
Yeah, yeah, the
and
sides is
especially
fine.
when I
Yeah,
yeah, like especially when I wasn't I'm more vegan-ish now. I would say that it's called pescatarianism, but um back when I still ate cheese, that place was like I could get anything I wanted from there. Other, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But so they don't have anything that has a fish there, but I want to just shout out Long's John Silver because it's owned by the same company. Long John
Mm-hmm.
Silver,
Yep, yep,
bring us
yep,
the good fish sandwich.
yep, yep, yep. This looks entertaining. I like it's crazy. I wonder how like the right wing crazy like Southern people are thinking like they're screwing up the like, you know, like he was a white guy. He was a Southern white guy with some good chicken, and now he's got some salzone in it now. Like what are they doing to their
You
chicken?
know what? I never thought of that angle. I did not even think about the fact that Mario Lopez is. I guess just because he's a white Latino,
Mm,
I didn't even think about it. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they could be upset about that.
Yeah, yeah. Lopez. What the hell's Lopez, man? That's it is what it is, man. Like I don't really care.
Oh.
I just find it funny. And Teresa brought it up, and she posted it on Facebook and was laughing. She's like, "What the hell is this?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's pretty funny, man." You know,
So how do you feel about brands trying to almost conform to the meme standard? Like it's a standard of like trying to make this meme level where
yeah,
everybody's gonna come on. There's nobody who's not gonna joke about this after it gets released.
yeah, yeah. It's all about attention these days, right? You try to let me cut back to ourselves. It's all about attention, right? Like everybody wants to be noticed. Like people burn themselves on TikTok, not TikTok, but like all these different like challenges that they do or whatever it is, put themselves on
Mhm.
fire for attention, right? So I'm like, nah, I'm good, you know. So like why not these corporations? To me it's innocent fun. I don't really care. But there's
Yeah.
somebody that's so, like feeling kind of saucy right now somewhere, right? Like kind of pissed and stuff, right? Like they're like, "Rrr." You know what I mean? Like, what is this?
You're messing with my kernel. You're
He's
messing with my kernel.
he's three shades too dark for this. No, 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 no. Right? Like these people, it's there's a lot of crazy people out there, man. They don't know, they don't
Yeah.
care. They don't understand a joke. Like I like what is it, cancel culture, right? Like the whole cancel culture thing, like you can't say certain things anymore. Even though like if it's me and you talking by ourselves, we could say certain things and know it's a joke, right? But if God forbid I say it or do certain things on the internet, next thing you know, especially if you're a famous person or whatever else, it could end your career or whatever it is. And like this, I don't think it's going to end his career, but it might, cost some chicken not to be sold, right? Like they might lose some people,
I
for
think KFC did the cost analysis on that already.
yeah,
All they need to do is the cost analysis on what people will do after a good advertisement scheme and what the rush on that will be,
yeah,
and they'll figure out. All right, there's gonna, and also they might have learned from the Chick-fil-A model. The
yeah,
Chick-fil-A model was we'll just keep to our guns, and sooner or later you'll come back anyway because we got that lemonade.
yeah, yeah. They got that lemonade and the chicken's
and
good. I used to love Chick-fil-A. I don't like what they support, so I stopped going, period. I don't go there anymore. But I remember when I was a kid and I used to eat that food and it was it was good, man. It was really good chicken, man. They had like honestly, I don't know if it's the same chicken now. If it's the same quality chicken as it was back then, I'd prefer it over both Popeyes and like whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna go and support something that I don't support. You know what I mean? I'll eat a Ben and Jerry's ice cream, or I'll do like certain things that I know that people have like good intentions. I won't ever buy my pillow. There's like certain companies you'll never see me in, and all you do nowadays is hear things, especially with like they say, oh, Home Depot is a Trump supporter. Like most corporations, at the end of the day, are
Most
going to
corporations.
support Trump because like he's going to do what's going to be best for their pockets, right? So I try not to be as judgmental, but if I see them on, sitting there and doing things that are like, hey, I'm like the My Pillow guy. He's up there like Trump, Trump, Trump. No, all right, now I'm cool then. You know what I mean? But you don't hear about certain CEOs showing their face and being like, yeah, Trump, Trump. So it's like I try to like not judge too much because I know it's all about the money and the benefits of supporting the Republican Party in that aspect. But the fact that you're going to support somebody as crazy as Trump, like I understand more of the other Republicans, but Trump, like anybody that supports that guy like wholeheartedly and doesn't even care about like what he's done over these last 4 years, I can't, man. I can't. I'm sorry.
I I'm gonna throw the only company that I have feelings about is what you doing, Taco Bell.
Yeah,
What you doing, Taco Bell? Taking
yeah,
all that stuff off the menu. I love my breakfast burrito. Like that's the only thing I can eat. And I can
yeah,
eat. I can actually can. Taco Bell is like the one place where a vegetarian can actually eat if they really need to.
yeah.
But they took off all this stuff on the menu, and I'm like, "What you doing?" It's just a complaint. There's nothing. There's no like any.
Yeah, yeah. Taco Bell. I used to eat some of that stuff. The ones around here, I don't think they cook the eggs enough. Like I like my eggs kind of dry. You know what I mean? I don't like it
Yeah,
when I feel when people like here you go rushed it like it looks like soggy and like nah, I'm good. I'm not cool
it's
with
true.
that.
It's also why I don't eat fast food, really.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's like it tastes good at the moment, then like an hour later, why am I so tired? Why do I feel like crap? Like there's something's off here. And you know what I mean? Like I'm good, especially with McDonald's. I've been cutting back a lot with McDonald's, and like the food is decent. I mean, it tastes good. I mean, in a sense, it's not really good for you and whatever. But I always notice like later on, even with Wendy's they say is like one of the better, because everything's fresh.
Hmm.
And then later on, I'm like, yo, why do I feel so fatigued and crappy? I'm like, I don't feel this when I cook my own burgers and like whatever else. So there's other additives in there that screw you up that I can't mess with it anymore. I like eating at home. I've been saving money by eating at home. Teresa and we order because we don't like going in the stores anymore, the shop rights out here. So we order online and then we go pick it up instead. You know what I mean? It's a $5 charge, but at least I don't have to be around the people and being online. Here's another funny story. Did I ever tell you the story? Teresa and I were online and we're sitting and waiting, and it's COVID, so you got the people with the masks, it's the mandatory mask thing. This woman in front of us, man, the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. She starts eating the food in the store. So she's got her mask down, right? She's eating the food. She's touching the cart. You know what I mean? Barehanded, touching the cart, eating the food with her bare hands. So she's like coronavirus all in her, right? She's like touching all this stuff, grabbing the water, breathing. She blew her nose into a rag and all that stuff. Still, yo, oh my god, bro! Like it was the nastiest thing. Me and Teresa and I ended up getting off the line because we were like right behind her. We left. I ended up snitching her out because they had police inside the store, like like security police, I
Hmm.
guess, like regular police. But because people were acting out during the time. People were getting so pissed off. I don't want to do the mandatory mask thing and blah 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 blah. I have my rights not to have to wear this and blah 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 blah. Right? So I ended up snitching her out as we were walking by the police. I was like, "There's somebody in the other aisle that she's eating and doing, so and so," and made her put on the mask. And it was convenient because we got off that line that was taking forever, got into another line, and ended up leaving out quicker than the person because we saw her still online when we were leaving. So it worked out better. But at the end of the day, man, that was the nastiest thing. Like, how do you barehandedly, touch things and then like eat things and like blow your nose?
But
And
I mean, okay, so that's the weird thing. I think that was like a status quo of life before, and we're not now. We're getting to the point where we see where transmission could occur for anything.
yeah.
So, yeah, man, humans are gross creatures. I mean, actually, most animals are. So,
This has been going on for a while, though. It's like the COVID thing
yeah,
was going on at that point for a while. And you know that if you touch things, you can contract it, right? And I'm looking at this woman, I'm like, I know she knows that this is filthy what she's doing. Like, she didn't care. Like, I was like, okay, I understand what you're saying. Any other day, you get a bag of chips, you snack a little while you're online. I get that. You know what I mean? And that's not a big deal, especially if you grab the bag and you're like, not digging your hand in there. But she's like touching things and pushing carts, and I'm like, that's nasty, man. That's freaking disgusting. And I know she knows better. You know what I mean? But the fact that
maybe
she was
she
blowing her
doesn't.
nose, and I'm sure a lot of people out there, have caught COVID, thinking everything was sweet, right? And like, oh, I could do this. It's not a big deal. You're over exaggerating and blah blah. I'm like, all right. Like, she just basically wiped her boogers all over the hand. Like, what happened prior to that? Like, she put her own boogers on it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, that's nasty.